Greeting, dear HMC friends, and it's been very good to be back and to be able to have shared with you in worship this past Sunday. Well, I have to confess that I have been through quite a few seasons in the last month. I had to pack for Miami, which was just like a Durban summer. Hot, very humid. And then I moved to England, and it was November. And so the suitcase had to contain things completely differently. Warm things to wrap up. And then I was back here in Hillcrest. And of course, at this time of the year, we move from moments that are a little chilly to moments that are warm. And of course, all the wonderful spring rains. And yet last week, I was seeing the outline of the winter trees that had lost their leaves, clawing into the sky. Strangely enough, with all this climate change, on Sunday, I experienced the same weather as I had experienced in London a couple of days beforehand. And that confuses things even more. But seasons change. And there's one thing that we can know, is that it will always be changing. And today with climate change, we get thrown in that little bit that suddenly it's not what it should be, or what we expect it to be. And so Daniel, and when we read in Daniel chapter 2, speaks about that. It says, "Praise be to the name of God forever and ever. Word and praise are his. He changes times and seasons. He sets up kings and disposes them. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to the discerning. He reveals deep and hidden things. He knows what lies in the darkness, and light dwells with him. I thank and praise you, O God of my fathers. You have given me wisdom and power. You have made known to me what you asked. You have made known to us the dream of the king." So why do I mention all of this? I mention it because as we know the seasons change, so the seasons in our own lives also change. How some of us, maybe being summer people, would love it summer all of our lives, or those of us who maybe prefer the cold in the winter season would love that all of our life. And yet seasons come and seasons go. Sometimes very rapidly. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it even takes a while for us to realize that the season has changed. I think very often we fight the seasons. Many of those who live in Northern Europe will be saying, we just yearn to be with the sun. Sometimes people in the Southern Hemisphere might be able to say, oh, we'd love a time when it's cool again. But the question I want to ask today is, what season are we in our lives? For as Daniel spoke there, God is in all of those seasons. And sometimes we fight the seasons. We wish it was this or we wish it was that. And yet, as Daniel reminds us, this is the moment or the season that God has ordained at this stage of our life. And so as I packed my suitcase, I had to have a little bit of everything for each season. So I had the correct clothing. so that I could cope with what I had. What baggage do we carry today? For which season? Is it the season that we are in, or is it the season we long for? Today, this day, this season that I am in today is a gift from God. And as they always say, that's why it's called the present. And so today, maybe let's look at that season. Thank God for the season. And as Daniel reminds us, God is in the season too with us. So let's give thanks for today. Let's give thanks for the season that we may be in, even though it may not be the season we want to be in. And so pray God's wisdom and peace to help us accept that season. So take care and God bless.